Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of New Brew. This is episode number 7. I want to say hello to the chat. Thomas, East Coast LQ Reviews, Dio, and Thrash, and Beerman as well. Most of those folks are also in our panel tonight. We have Thrash Life. Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
Thomas Metal 75.
Hola, cheers.
We have East Coast LQ Reviews.
Cheers.
Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Flacco's Beer Reviews.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, damn.
Beerman's Reviews. Alex the Beer Master. And myself, Bumpy Road. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring up Thrash first to show us his new brew that he's bringing.
So I've had a lot from this company, but I haven't had this one. This is the first time I've seen it in the liquor store. From Kona Brewing, this is Hanalei Island Ipa. So you guys are probably familiar with it if you get it in your area. Come on, light. Anyway, there we go. There we go. So this thing, this is a 40 IBU, 4.5% ABV, made with Pale Turo Premium Caramel 120, and it uses Millennium, Azaka, and Galaxy, and it has special ingredients, which is tropical passion fruit, orange, and guava. So let's crack her open. Let's pour her up, shall we?
Yes, Mr.
Let's do it.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
Yeah, I got to be a little aggressive with him. Sweet.
That's
How the Alex Beer Master pour?
Some tight bubbles on there. It's got kind of a orangey wheat kind of looking color to it.
cool.
It's got good tropical fruit smells to it. Bubbles look like they're not going to last. It's highly effervescent. You can see it going there. That's that. Thanks, Bumpy.
Well, thank you, Thrash. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
We've got Eric.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for stopping by the Bumpy Road channel of YouTube. Woo! I got a beer. I think this is, how do I pronounce that? Treehouse Brewing Company. From not Munson, Charlton, Massachusetts. They produce a 6-pack of this beer. It's called Free to Roam. Free to Roam is a oak conditioned Helles lager of theirs, 5% ABV. And I think what I read on the website and on some commercial descriptions was they age this in so they ferment it primarily in stainless tanks, and then they age it for, I think it's about 12 weeks in horizontal oak folders. So that sounds kind of interesting. And I don't know what kind of hops or malts they're using, but they're the doughy malts with zippy noble hop kind of varieties there. So there you go. That's all I know about this beer. It was like a $15 or so 6-pack, one of the surprisingly cheaper offerings. So I thought about buying it and see what it was about this afternoon. Let's see. All right. So you have a very bright white head and a very clear golden appearance. And this glass from Anheuser-Busch does have an etching at the bottom, so it's going to produce more carbonation than it might have without the etching, but it looks like a pretty good golden colored lager. Yeah, man. Cheers.
Very cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, nice.
Tiny glass, or you have giant hands.
This is an 11-ounce tasting glass. The last ounce is not
beer.
glass yet, right?
All right.
What's up, guys? All right, so today I got a beer by Proclamation Ale Company. This is Phantom Fist. I feel like I need like a karate kick or like a punch sound when I present this.
The Kool-Aid Man.
Punching through the screen or something. So this is from Warwick, Rhode Island. It's actually where I live. I live in Warwick. This is 6.9% alcohol by volume. Sour India Pale Ale with tangerine, mango, pink guava, peach, juniper berries, lime zest, vanilla, and lactose. It's canned on 12/22/2021, so it's about a month old. Yeah, let's crack this open. I'm pretty excited to try this. The only thing that I'm a little bit hesitant about is the juniper berries, because that's what you get with like the gin. So I hope it's not like overly floral, but hopefully just looking at it, it looks pretty hazy. So let's got my IPA glass here. Let's go for the pour. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a potato beer.
There's stuff.
Yeah, right.
Good. Very good.
Great.
Yeah, it does.
Damn, look at the color on that.
I'd drink that.
Hell yeah.
Very hazy. It's like I can't really see it with the camera, but it's like definitely orange. It's like a hazy orange. Can't see through it at all. Pretty big head. Sort of kind of aggressive.
It's the way Alex likes it.
Citrusy.
Pour hard or go home.
I'm getting a little bit of that floral aspect from the hops and the juniper berries, but I think it's going to work pretty well together. I'm excited that it's got vanilla and lactose. You guys know me. I always like a little bit of lactose in my IPAs. Cheers, everybody. Good
Cheers,
beer.
brother.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers, Tim.
All right. Cheers, everybody. I've been quiet. All right. So, yeah, I've got another Collective Arts product. This is their Life in the Clouds, 6.1% New England IPA. Yeah, it's got this Charleston on the front.
I think I've had that beer,
That's pretty
legendary,
cool,
Andrew.
Definitely not. Well, I don't think I've ever had this beer. Every time I've seen it, it's usually out of date. I think this is 3 months old, so I rolled the dice on it. But the price wasn't bad. I think it was like $13 for a 4-pack. So we're gonna see. It's a light New England. I don't know. I guess the color's shaping up, hazed up a bit. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The way the color looked on the pour, didn't expect it to be that orange.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's got with Simcoe and Mosaic. Yeah. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers. Cheers.
Put my nose in it.
Awesome. Sauce.
What's up, guys? Have me on.
Andrew.
This one is going to be by the Victory Brewing Company. It's the Sour Monkey Sour Triple, coming in at 9.5% alcohol by volume from Downingtown, PA. So it's ale with spices and the tanning hops. I'm not even sure that's how you say that, but that's pretty much what it is. Let's go ahead and get right to it. This one is running about $14.99 for the 6-pack at my corner store. But it's all in all like a clear with the slight haze. I mean, like a slight haze, but like a golden kind of hay color. Really nice. Decent carbonation on it. Small finger head. Kind of loose bubbles in it. You get some of the bigger ones there. It looks like it's not dissipating in that quick, so it's holding its head retention. Overall, nice in appearance. Cheers.
Nice.
Yeah, looks nice. Cheers. Enjoy, Blanco. Enjoy.
All right. Thanks, legendary BuMpY. Matter of fact, I haven't been here for a week, so I figure it's time to get back into the bumpy road stuff. So, because you weren't here for a week either, actually, BuMpY. Because I remember now. Okay, so I got the dessert stout, and it is from Heavy Seas Beer Company. I like the. Kind of reminds me of the brain beers from
Yeah, it does.
Drecker. If you could take a look at the brain it's not a brain, but it looks like it. I think it is. It's flowers, but from a distance, it does look like a brain.
Yep.
But
Looks
it's
like
not.
Eric.
Huh?
Brains of the
Looks like
operation.
Thomas Metal 75.
Yeah, and it is 8% by volume. So let's pour this up and see what it smells like and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Shall we?
We shall.
I've never had. I've had
Nope.
their beers before, but I've never had this beer before, as far as I know.
Get to it.
Show us that lovely pour.
Oh yeah.
This is the fancy.
Whoa.
Wow.
Tell you what, Alex, I used to have one of those. When you break it, it's gonna make a huge ass mess.
Especially if you break it with beer.
So don't break it.
Oh, the baby.
That's what Alex did it. Alex pour
I'm so disappointed when you
It's
said
gonna
that.
break. Oh, you correct me up, Andrew, but I guess you're right because
I had that double insulated, same one, dude. Those are cool because your beer doesn't get cold because you're not or warm because you're not touching it.
Well, guess what? You know what? I think it's best not to be too drunk, then I wouldn't have that problem. Okay. Yeah, because I was not happy weeks. It was like a month ago, and I have to order another pipe dream glass because of my stupidity.
Damn it.
Oh.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and again, that's my favorite brewery, so I need to get more stuff from them anyway.
That's when you know when gravity works.
Yeah. All right. So this is what it looks like, and actually, what the legendary Andrew is correct. You don't actually touch this glass. You're touching the glass, but you're not actually touching it because there's a bottle in the middle here.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing. I love it. It smells pretty good. I'll give the taste, the flavor, the whole 9 yards as we go.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Alex.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? All right, so I got one from BuMpY Beer Company just over the bridge from me. They're expanding quite a bit. This is one of their small batch series. It's called the Decapitator. It's a barrel-aged Doppelbock at
I like the name.
11.8%, 35 IBUs. Barrel-aged in whiskey barrels for 8 months. I think is what it said. I don't like whiskey so much. I don't like bourbon so much, but we'll see how it goes.
At least you're apt to try it.
At least, yeah, I gotta try it. Nice color. Nice, kind of a Tootsie Roll chocolate. Looks really good. Nice head there. Nice opaque beer. Looks great. Smell it real quick. Oh yeah, nice caramel, toasty caramels. That's really good. No hop really that much. It's really nice. Drinkable. 11.8, did I say?
Drinkable.
11.8, so a big one.
Yeah, it's sessionable.
Yeah. Cheers for this show, you know. Cheers.
Yeah.
Big ass Doppelbock.
Hey, beer man, don't get me wrong. I act like my 10 or 11% beers are sessionable, and you see me drink a lot of them.
Right.
Security. Appreciate you, BuMpY.
All right. The new brew that I'm bringing tonight is called Dark Adaptation.
Wild.
This is from Branch and Blade Brewing Company, and this one is called it's a barrel-aged dark adaptation, actually, because they have a dark adaptation and a barrel-aged one, which this is. It's an Imperial Pastry Stout. Comes in at 12% ABV. Says, yeah, we have definitely lost our minds. This barrel-aged version of dark adaptation takes flavors to a whole new level. This bottle contains an damn it, I had to find one that had a really hard word. Amalgam of delicious flavors, including dark chocolate, fluffy marshmallow, toasted coconut, and a touch of pecan. To top it all off, we dosed this stout with the incredible Vaneshu vanilla bean to accentuate the flavors of the marshmallow, dark chocolate, and a touch of barrel. We then blended it in a barrel of stout that was saturated with flavors of rich chocolate cake, gooey caramel, sweet bourbon, and a touch of oak. This stout really brings the heat. Drink responsibly.
Sounds like it's got a lot going on.
Yeah, that's probably disgusting.
Culture beer.
I hope it. Yeah, dude. I hope that one does you justice.
Yeah, and they always say keep cold, so I'm always afraid of their imperial stouts because who knows?
Don't put your eye out.
It's gonna be a
Okay,
long.
it did not have a huge hiss because this is extra cold. It's been in the fridge for a while.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's some grasshopper
Yeah.
spit.
Oh, is that what?
Grasshopper spit.
Got the big glass too.
I about made Bumpy puke.
Mickey Road Brewery.
Yeah, so it's starting to build a head now a little bit. It is a kind of mocha colored head, fairly tight bubbles. I can definitely smell the barrel from back here or the barrels. Lots of nice, deep, rich red, amber-esque cherry red, basically. Like if you look at the jar of a maraschino cherry red on the very bottom reservoir. So it's a pretty dark beer. It is.
That looks
All right,
nice.
well, cheers.
Cheers.
Hopefully it's good. And let's go ahead and
Do it.
let's have a little of this action if I can find it.
Free for all.
You ready to do this, Tanner?
Oh, why you want to do it right now?
Might as well get it out of the way.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it now.
There is rich chocolate.
You open yours first.
Oh.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
So, do you want to explain what you guys are opening?
Do what?
You want to explain what you're opening?
So everybody was doing the gift exchange, and Tanner and I were like we weren't a part of it at the beginning. So we kind of did our own thing. So we finally got our deliveries. I got mine right before Christmas, and he just got his yesterday or day before.
Yeah, a couple days
Damn.
ago.
Oh, that is fucking cool. Oh yeah. So,
Freaking Hello Kitty. Whoa.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's much.
I like the color of the shirt, man. That is nice.
So there's 13 horses, and you gotta find all 13 of them.
That is
Ah.
Do you want
So
to
what
try to
I'll
find
do
all
is I'll,
13 down?
I'll take a picture of it and post it up on Hangouts, so you guys can help find them too. Thanks, Tanner.
Awesome.
Yeah, no problem. man.
Merry
Cheers,
Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Over here.
Your turn.
All right, let's crack this open. Check out the appearance of this present.
Let's see what it is.
Oh, that's cool. I already see barrel proof. Oh, that's awesome, man. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Uh-oh.
You had me.
Yeah, barrel proof.
I like that.
That's a cool shirt.
That is dope.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Thought
sure my
they'd
girlfriend
fit-
will like that
Fit
one
with
too.
your whiskey and everything behind you.
Yeah.
Boy, that's cool.
Sometimes the barrel proof gets me a little overboard. I'm sure my girlfriend will like that.
Cool, man.
Thanks, man. Merry Christmas, man. Cheers, man.
Merry Christmas.
And a happy New Year.
Next
Oh
year.
boy. Hmm. Oh,
So I can say that first impression of this imperial stout, this pastry stout, it's pretty good. It's definitely rich chocolate, and it is on the sweeter end. And I'm not detecting a lot of like coffee notes. I'm gonna keep drinking though.
Cool.
Sounds
This
good.
one, it's got a nice piney note to it, so it's more West Coasty than anything. Even though they have the tropical fruits in here, the guava and the peach. But yeah, it's a passion fruit in there too. It's not too balanced. It's more on the bitter side, which is an IPA. So, yeah, pretty good. Cheers.
Cheers.
So with the Phantom Fist, I'm getting a lot of like tropical, that peach and the raspberries coming through. the juniper berries actually creates like a really nice bittering kind of dry finish. As far as like a sour, it's a little bit tart. I wouldn't necessarily consider it sour, but it's good. I don't really get much of the vanilla and lactose. I think it just kind of adds to that creaminess of the beer. But this is pretty good. I do like this. This was $16.50 for a 4-pack.
That's a
I
good
can
deal.
probably see myself picking this up again. This is actually really good.
Not
You like
bad,
this?
looks good.
Nice.
This is an oak. What did I get from? One of the things I got from
They
Treehouse
can tip it a little bit more.
was this
I'm gonna get a little bit sour.
oak conditioned Hellas lager, 5%. It's not the driest beer in the world for a lager, but it's semi-dry. The oak is giving it. It hasn't been in the oak for very long, but it has like a new woodiness to it, if that makes any sense. If you drink a really like young whiskey, it kind of has that newer oaky sort of a flavor to it. And there is a vanilla. There's definitely a vanilla sweetness undertone to that beer. The noble hops may have a really nice spicy hop zing. Doesn't last very long, but it's there. And you definitely get all of the floury, doughy kind of ready malt, kind of white ready malt, almost cracker. So very unique beer so far. Yeah, definitely nice with the oak conditioning to it. Interesting stuff. Hellas Lager from Treehouse. Cheers. So far, so good.
Cheers.
Small glass or big hand? One of the two.
This is going to be one of those beers that I'm really going to be interested in doing the in-depth review on my channel, because each time you sip it, you kind of pick up the different flavor notes. I said raspberry, but it's probably those juniper berries. So you're getting that berry note. The lime kind of adds to sourness. I said it wasn't really a sour at first, but I think it's one of those beers. The more you drink it, the more the sourness starts to kick in, and it starts to make you like pucker a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll go. This is a freaking good Doppelbock. It's very, 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 very barrel forward, and the whiskey is very nice and balanced. Vanilla's come through with a nice barrel kind of tannin like feel over the tongue. You're getting like a dry finish. It's like caramels, toffee, raisin, plums, and like it's got this nice thick bite to it. It's a nice medium full body. Just the mouth feels so creamy and nice. God, I love this. Is good. The bourbon in this tastes really good.
Nice.
If it's
That's
mixed,
a Doppelbock, right?
It's a Doppelbock. Yep.
And it's a full-bodied Doppelbock? No?
Pretty full-bodied, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. Full medium, but definitely got some kick in it. It warms the chest too. It's real subtle on that until it starts to finish, and then the warming starts to take over. Woke me up, man. I was like tired before we started. So I'm good now.
Wake up here, man.
Man, needed the fire.
So for the sour monkey sour triple, it's actually pretty good, man. It's almost, I don't know if it's like cheating though, because you know it kind of, when you think about Tripel, you think about something strong. You know, it does have that 9.5, but it's kind of the 9.5. That alcohol is very, very hidden with that sour taste, that sour white grape type of taste is really, really dominant in it, which you're gonna get when you expect you're looking at sour monkey, right? I mean, that's what you think you're gonna get anyway. I mean, it's great. My wife would probably love this one. I like it. It's pretty good, but I think I want more of the alcohol in the background of it. But it's just it's got a real lemon grassy kind of smell and taste to it.
Yeah,
a little bit tangy, some tartness, but it doesn't leave any dry finish in your mouth. Just the sourness alone is enough to keep your mouth full of saliva. You know, it's like a wet grape filling in there. Definitely one not to pass up on. Definitely one to try and sip out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish.
That's one of those beers I've had on tap, and I've also had it out of the bottles and the cans. And there's nothing like having it on tap. It was so awesome on tap.
We'll see that. I might experience it on tap then and see what that brings out. Yeah. Beer's always better on tap. But
when I worked at the liquor store, the liquor store I worked at for like 5 years, there was a bunch of college kids, and that beer used to sell like crazy. That's the beer that they would always buy. Like,
oh, really?
That stuff, yeah.
Shit, 9.5. I bet that's why the college kids like it. Shit, it's good though.
Bing, bing.
Anybody else?
I sent a picture of the
Oh,
t-shirt.
me.
Friend.
Forgot that.
Nice.
Man, I don't know. This is it's starting to warm up a little bit, but it was very tropical up front. I was getting like passion fruit, papaya. There's like a citrusy, like lemony orange kind of thing going. A little bit floral because I it's got to be from the Simcoe, I would assume. That's in there.
Great lacing.
It smells pretty good. I mean, the warmer it gets, it's getting a little bit more yeasty on the nose, but it smelled really good when I poured it initially. Flavor wise, it's pretty good. It does have like I mean, it's 6.1. It's a lighter bodied IPA, obviously. New England. I'm telling you, it looks better on the camera than it does what I'm looking at. Because that looks like a straight juice bomb. It's like I can see through it here. So
Doesn't do it justice. That's how I felt about my beer.
nah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was getting a lot of, like I said, tropical notes. Not too bitter. Florally light. Definitely refreshing. I would call this a lawnmower beer, like a lawnmower IPA.
Oh wow.
It's good. The drinkability on it's fantastic. I would like to try this probably a week out or like a month out instead of 3 months out, but it's still not bad.
What's
yeah.
the ABV again?
6.1.
Oh,
And there is just a little underlying tone of like it's got that West Coast dank, like it's like a slight pine resinous dank bitter, and it's good. It works well with the New England IPA.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy it again.
Alex,
Yeah, your turn.
Well,
are you speechless?
yeah, I'm enjoying my beer, relaxing.
All right.
That's all. Now,
You can't relax. You got to make your bed now.
keep it up.
Oh,
All right.
after beer.
Ryan, I appreciate you. I can't wait to meet you in person. You are a trip.
Only if you make your bed.
Keep it up. That's all I'm doing. Keep it up. I know I need to ask you about dealer, by the way, after I'm done all this too. But prior to that, this looks very tasty. I kind of like this glass. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that glass too.
I'm not sure if this is barrel aged. It kind of has that taste, but I don't know. It smells like a chocolate, kind of like, but I'm not so sure if it's a barrel aged. It's a dessert. It's a dessert beer. We can establish that. But I don't know if it's barrel aged.
Does it taste barrel aged?
Um,
So you got bourbon in the background or forward?
What's the name of that beer again, Alex?
it is dessert beer.
Jimmy something.
What's the company?
It's heavy.
Oh.
Seas.
Heavy Seas. I don't
I've
think it's
seen
barrel
that. I've seen that in the store too.
It's very delicious, though. It has that barrel aged taste to it, but I'm not so sure or that feel. It's a little light on the mouthfeel, but it's still refreshing beer.
Yeah, and yeah. Sometimes barrel aged beers can get a little thin. At least a lot of the barrel aged stouts I've had. Not all of them are thin, but there have been a select.
They kind of have that barrel aged.
Possibility.
It is a possibility, and it does taste barrel aged to me a little bit. But again, maybe because my palate is so used to it.
It is heavy seas, so maybe it's cannon aged.
Cannon aged.
Yeah, they shoved it in a cannon, aged it.
Any news on that, Andrew?
So a quick question for you guys, because I'm not too familiar about barrel aged beers. Is there any like angel share? Like, so if a beer sits in a barrel, does it evaporate? Does any of that happen? Because I know that
I
happens.
don't know.
There's from what I guess most breweries have known. There's a slight bit of increase. Sometimes I think it's because it may be taking out some of the leftover whatever the barrel had aged in it before, maybe taking the alcohol out.
because like the whiskey evaporates and it kind of you lose when you age a whiskey. That's why like ultra aged whiskey is so expensive, because they lose a good portion. So if you're drinking like a 12, 15-year Scotch, they lose a good portion of that whiskey when it sits in a barrel because it evaporates. They let the angels share.
Oh yeah, that's a collab with Reb's Candy. They've been making candy since 1917, inspired by their iconic Jimmy truffles that are ready for luscious chocolate treat. Yeah, it doesn't say barrel aged, but it is 8%.
So wait a minute.
No IBUs listed.
So it's 8%. It's 8%. Yeah. You're saying that this is Jimmy's chocolate candy beer?
Yeah, Jimmy Reb's Candies is the name of the company, but it's their iconic Jimmy truffles is what they make. That's what the adjunct is in that beer.
So that's why I'm tasting something. Okay.
Chocolate.
And remember to boom and go.
Somebody smashed that guy. Hit him with the troll hammer.
I will say this.
I
think this beer is very tasty. I can tell you that for sure. So maybe that's why it tastes like a little bit like a candy, kind of like, or barrel aged, even though it's not barrel aged.
Mhm.
It's very tasty, very refreshing. Would I drink this on a hot day? I don't know, maybe, but probably not. But
Well,
very refreshing.
in honor of last beer and also the question posed by Tommy Carroll in the chat, I'll add a little bit to it. But this is the question for the panel. I'll go first to give an example and to give you guys an extra second or so to think about it. But what would you choose if you could only have one last beer in your life?
Oh my God!
And I want it to be a beer that you've already had. So don't try to search for something that you've never had. I want to have that one.
Right.
Something that you've already had that you would like to have as your last beer, and also explain why. So for me, now I can't go with a certain age, like which year profile, but just the standard Bourbon County Stout to me has been a fantastic stout, and just the flavors out of it are there's just so many different flavors that I've gotten out of that stout, and I've had a few different year variants. It does change year to year, plus if you age, stuff like that. But one of the reasons why I would also have that as like my last beer is because it took me a long time to drink that beer. So my last beer will take me long. I'm not just going to down it, super quick and be done and be like, no more beer for the rest of my life. So I could at least, have a nice, long, thought out, sad moment with my last beer. That's why I would choose the Bourbon County Stout. There you go, Josh. You should try one of these days.
It's too macro.
Yeah. And after that, it looks like we've got Beer Man. So hopefully he's got.
Man, that's a hard one, dude. That's a hard one. But between two companies right now in my mind, all I can think of is Drecker. But I really like Drecker a lot. A Cold Fire, though, is the other one. The Tiger one that I gave miscellaneous. And then, of course, all their sours. These guys have great double IPAs as well. I don't know. I think they have a brown and a stout. They have some other stuff too.
Porters, they make all of it. Yeah.
I gotta try to find a Drecker beer.
I mean, they're emulating these fruited sours so well though with other companies that it's starting to become a nice thing. I think Drecker was my favorite though, and the reason why is because they're so creative. They've got and they're very educated brewers. They seem to be. Most of the stuff I've had from them has been very top notch, even world class to some extent. I mean, there's a lot of people that really are liking these guys that haven't had them yet. Just saw a review the other day from TK. The beer day with TK, I think, and he finally had I think it was a chunk, or no, it was something else. The Slang du Jour something like that. But
Yeah.
they're so good, man. I mean, they know what they're doing, and that's the. It seems like their dates are good. Everything's fresh when they get them in. There's like a lottery too. Like Justin has to like totally be on it to get them over here. So, yeah. So Dracker it is, man. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, beer man.
Okay. I already answered in the chat, but the reason behind Hopbrau Pilsner, it's the original from Germany. Being stationed over there in the mid 80s, I think when I got over there, I was 19 or 20. That was my first real introduction to, real beer. Over here in the States, there was no such thing as craft beer. The only thing that was here that was even close would be like Heineken, and that was pretty much it. You had the Budweisers and the Coors and all that stuff, but going over there and being able to taste all the beers that were there. I was in Bavaria, so the Hopbrau house was there. We drank it like it was water during the day. It's one of the reasons why I started homebrewing. I wanted to try and see if I could duplicate it. I've never been able to find the original recipe that they had. And I've only found like, some off the wall things, and I've tried a couple of them and just pretty much gave up and just went on my own road. But that's what got me started. But Hopbrau Pilsner, man, I think the ABV on it over there off the tap was 5.2 back in the day. And man, we used to play air guitar and bang our heads, and be in the rock clubs and get just crap faced off of it. So yeah, it was a good memory, and I wanted to duplicate it here. I've come close, but it's expensive to do European beers because the malts and stuff are a bit more expensive than the grains that you can get locally here. The imported stuff sucks on prices. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Oh, geez. Somebody asked me this. Well, we were drinking beers at Treehouse earlier. This question literally came up. I don't know how that came up today. And I had a couple answers to that, but just the overall answer, if I just stop, drop, and roll, what beer am I grabbing for the last beer? It's probably if I can get to a pub, sure. If I can't on tap, I get it in the can. Some Guinness. You could just do Guinness all day, every day, and I would probably never get bored of that. Super easy, drinkable. It's got enough flavor to it. The body's great, and I don't know. I've never gotten tired of that. If I'm running around to somehow I'm next to a craft brewery, I'm grabbing some Trillium Congress Street IPA if I want to go crafty for my last beer. But overall, I guess I would just go Guinness. I mean, that's what kind of started me on this journey into beer, and I've never gotten tired of that beer. So yeah, some Guinness draft.
Draft. Okay.
Nice. Guinness.
Thanks, Eric.
Fortunately.
All right. So I kind of took this question. Is this more of a death row question?
Yeah, it's like a death row question.
All right. So do I get to pair it with a nice cheese and a nice ribeye steak or something?
Oh no, you can keep eating. You just can't have any more beer.
Okay. So all right. Yeah. Well, death row. So last beer. It would probably have to be that the Nelson Pulp Daddy, that white grape note works very well, and then I would probably pair it with that reserve cheddar, the Kerrygold reserve cheddar,
Hell yeah.
and nice, like I said, a ribeye steak or something, and I think that would work really well together. That Nelson Pulp Daddy kind of blew me out of the water. If it wasn't so expensive, I would probably buy it almost all the time. But yeah, that would probably be the one for me. Definitely the Nelson Pulp Daddy, Greater Good, the All Imperial Brewing Company. Yeah, they make some great stuff, and I'm definitely going to try some more stuff by them because, like I said, that Nelson Pulp Daddy really hit it out the park for me. And just a quick thing to say to BuMpY, if there's any other New Zealand Nelson Sauvin hop beers that you know of, let me know because I would really like to try them.
Yeah, Modest Man has some out.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that beer. So, like I said, if
Nice.
I compare it with that Kerrygold Reserve Cheddar, 2-year aged cheddar, a nice steak, that's I think that's the right way to go out.
Nice.
Cheers,
That's
everybody.
that's actually a good thing to do too. If you did pair your very last beer with, because you can still eat everything that you want, right? With this question, like from here on out. So if you had a nice pairing, then every time that you would eat those items, it would just remind you of that. Oh yes, I remember that. It was so good.
Hateful day.
So yes, very nice, very nice.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Nice.
Miscellaneous.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'd have to probably go bang for the buck, you know?
Nice, good old Bud Ice.
No.
Good old. Wow.
It'd probably be one of the. I reviewed a beer not too long ago. We did an exam. I'd probably go with the Dogfish, the Sam Adams Utopia barreled Worldwide Stout.
Yeah, that was another good
At
one.
17.2. Can sit back and enjoy it for a while.
I wish I could
Yeah.
get here, Andrew. I never got that one.
It's at Total Wine. It's expensive though.
Is it at my
At my
turn?
Total Wine, and
Oh,
nobody's
no.
buying it because it's expensive.
And what is it called? The Tokyo
Utopia.
Stout?
It's the Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout aged in Utopia barrel.
I'll have to try to find. I don't know if I have it at Total Wine in my area. I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out later.
Woo.
Awesome.
For me, my last beer on this earth would probably be one of the first stouts I actually enjoyed. And it was by the Independence Brewing Company, a local brewing company here in Austin, Texas, where I'm from. And it is the Convict Hill Oatmeal Stout. that sucker right there, man, is just all the flavors, the deep roastiness, a little bit of the hint of fruitiness is really what got me on those roads of liking those darker stout beers. Before that, I was just sipping on IPAs and stuff like that, and I really didn't like the taste of them, or I really didn't give them a try as much. But after I had that one, and I had another one, it just kind of opened it up. That'd probably be my last one if only had one left on there. That one there.
Flacco, you wouldn't have beer. You'd have cerveza.
Michelada? No.
Awesome. Thank you, Flacco.
Cheers. That's
Cheers, man.
Cheers, brother.
all right.
Well, my answer would have been
Mac and Mac.
Something from Founders.
There it is. He's got it.
CBS.
CBS.
Nice.
Not ABC, not NBC, CBS.
If you save that long enough, it may actually end up being your last beer.
God. Hope not.
How woo.
Hope not. I'll probably get another bottle of it before I even open this one.
why would you choose CBS?
Well, because I really like that beer. I like the other Founders. They're all delicious. All the bourbon barrel aged series of Founders have been very delicious. I don't know. The CBS I think is delicious because I think it's just I don't know. They're all delicious. It's so hard to say, but
Sweetness to it.
I think I picked that one because it's bourbon barrel aged, and I like. It's been delicious. The CBS beers.
But if I had to pick my favorite Founders beer, it'd be the Underground or the Frangelic Mountain Brown.
That's good stuff.
Oh,
That was fantastic. They haven't made it in years, but it's banging.
Yeah, I had that a couple of times. It's delicious. Really good. So,
well, cheers on that note.
My favorite Founders is the next one I get.
Yeah, man. Me too.
And also, you know, there were some folks that probably did have their last beer if they were beer drinkers recently. So rest in peace, Betty White, and also Bob Saget.
Bobbert Saget.
Betty
Hope you
White.
guys are making each other laugh up
Bob
there.
Saget. He played the
and-
father on Full House.
Yeah.
Oh,
Free for all.
Hey, do you know the last name that he used on Full House?
Tanner.
Oh yeah.
How you got your name, Tanner?
why did he pass away?
We don't know yet. Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
he did. They just
We're
found him
looking
dead in
into
his hotel room, from what I found.
Had his hand over his chest when they found him. Maybe a heart attack.
You
Yeah,
guys,
they said no foul play or drugs.
it's so crazy when you see him on Full House and he's like this very,
Right at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando.
and then you see him on stand up and he's just
He went out in style.
Raunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he was. I think he wasn't he on Full House because they made a new
I
series.
think he was on that show for a little bit.
All right, so I have a question for the panel.
Oh,
So the beer that you brought tonight, does it meet your expectations when you saw it on the shelf?
good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. it
Mine.
does. Oh, who's going? Oh, bad.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a free for all, so anybody can answer.
It's like a grocery store.
Mine
Yeah.
does.
No,
As
this
long
one's
as
a
it,
bit
mine,
light. It's a bit light on the body and everything.
Oh God, you're bad.
Yeah, my beer is it's kind of it's weird because it's like I expected a lot more out of the previous stout that I had from this company from Barrel and Blade and Branch and Blade. There we go. But that other stout was such a disappointment that when I saw this that they came out with another stout, I was like, do I pay the $17 for this bottle? Is it going to be worth it?
Mhm.
So it's this one's tasting pretty good. Probably better than some of my 50% devil on my shoulder going, no, don't do it. But yeah, the angel part of it's like it's probably not up to the standards that I would have thought that it would have been before having that extra stuffed stout that I had from them before.
So I'll go answer my own question. I've actually been to the Proclamation at the brewery, and I had a couple of their beers, and I was pretty impressed with them. So when I saw this, I was really intrigued by the amount of ingredients that they use in the beer, and I will say that they all work very well together. The only thing that was like kind of throwing me off was the juniper berries, but it does add to that slightly like bitterness, slightly dry aspect, and it also creates like a berry tartness. The peach adds to the tartness as well. Mango and tangerine work very well together if you had it in any beer. The only thing that I was a little disappointed with was the vanilla and the lactose. I wish those were just a little bit more prominent, but they just kind of, I think the vanilla and the lactose are a little bit lighter in the brew to just kind of round it all out, kind of give it that more of that creamier mouthfeel, and it's not necessarily like a milkshake beer where you get that vanilla note and you get that creamy aspect. So this beer, I will say that I think it did meet my expectations. I am very pleased with it. There are certain things about it that I wish that were a little bit better, but it is still really good. I would rate this pretty high if I would rate it on my in-depth review. I think I would give this. I'd probably give this I'd say like a 96.
Ooh, it's going right for the rating. All right.
Like, and it's been a while since I've had like a sour beer, and this is definitely one of those beers that the more you sip it, the more sour aspect you get from the beer. But if you just kind of keep sipping it, you get more of that like tropical citrusy flavor. But when you let it sit on your palate and you kind of just hang out, you take a little sip here and there, you start to get that sourness and it lingers but it also adds to that drinkability of the beer. And I've always said that like sour beers are very drinkable in my opinion. It really adds to that like crisp kind of refreshing. You know, it's just like drinking a nice cold glass of lemonade on a hot day. You know, you get that little bit of that tartness, and it's very refreshing. And that's kind of the way what I kind of get with this beer. I do really like it. I will say I am impressed. My expectations were met. I think I'm gonna try some more stuff by this company.
Cool.
I guess I'll go next. Man, I'm doing the Treehouse Brewing. It's their free to roam. Again, that's their oak conditioned lager. It's meeting my expectations.
Free to roam.
The fact that they're calling it an oak conditioned beer. It doesn't have any real extended time on inside of the oak folders at all. It's just, according to the website or their commercial description, it's only 12 weeks. So it definitely tastes that way. And I like the vanilla, little tiny touch of the wood aspect to the beer. The only thing that I kind of wish about the beer is it actually is kind of on the sweeter, maltier side. It's not a super dry lager like you might think when you think Helles lager or any of those European kind of styles of beer. I do like the hopping, the noble hop spice to it, and I do like the flowery, doughy kind of aspect and feel to it. I kind of wish it was a little bit drier and a little bit crisper, and it's a little bit more on that refreshment side to it, but it's still pretty refreshing in it. 5%, you can kick the crap out of this one without any problem, but it's just a little bit on the sweet side for me, but the has been done very nicely. So overall, I really can't complain, but just wish there was a little bit more dryness and a little bit more refreshment on the drinkability. But otherwise, pretty satisfied.
Who's up? Alex and Thrash.
I'll go. No,
Well,
no, this is what I expected. It's the decapitator. It takes your head off. It goes straight to the head. I didn't see the whiskey barrel. Whoa, sorry, my things are close to the microphone. It's going to my head, man, decapitating me.
That's funny, dude.
Barrel aged though, that whiskey is actually nice in this. I didn't see that on the bottle until just today I read the label. I was all, oh, it's got whiskey barrels, bourbon. Oh, darn it. And it's not bad,
It
you know.
turned out okay.
But I didn't expect it there, but it turned out okay. Yeah, we're good. Cheers.
Okay, hell yeah.
Mine was like they watered it down.
Yeah, that's
not a lot, but they watered it down where it's the body's like really light on it. The only thing that really comes through throughout the whole process of the drink and everything is the bitterness that's in it. It's not bad. The tropical fruit and stuff. I think if it had a bit more of that, it would really balance out right. The malts in it. It just isn't quite balanced enough for me when it comes to kind of what they were trying to go for. You can see, you can visualize what they were trying to do. It's not a bad beer. I won't buy it again, but it's not a horrible beer where you want to pour it out. It's one where it's like, oh, okay, I can see what they're trying to do, but it's not quite there. You know, whatever.
So
if I was to rate it, it would be probably in 80, maybe. Okay. It's not bad. It's a B. So
with Kona beers, that's kind of their whole. That's their whole like.
They don't make great beer. They just.
It's like
it's not bad, but it's not. You're not gonna be like wow when you drink it. You know.
Yeah, they pretty much take a style and they
moderately priced for what they are. I mean,
they make it like more muted and a little bit more. Like,
yeah.
It's like a sit. You know, if you can maybe like pour it into a cup or something. You know, drink it on the beach. You know.
Yeah.
Legally, you can't drink beer on the beach around here, at least. But
yeah, you can only have like 3.2.
Yeah, get some Maui Brewing.
That one's 7%, right?
You should come to Florida.
Here you go.
They don't give a shit down there.
Yeah,
The ABV on the beer is like
they'll harass you. You're not. You shouldn't. They'll give you a hard time if you got glass on the beach, but if you got cans, you're good.
It cans.
It's kicking this.
what's the ABV, Thresh?
It's 4.0 on it. It's got a 40 IBU.
Oh,
I've
not
had
the,
all
okay,
the
that's
other
not the one
ones
I
I've
had.
had.
Then I had a different
What's that?
IPA. I had a different IPA from them. It was 7%.
Yeah, they have a multitude of beers. They do have great distribution. I mean, for a 6-pack, $9.99, you can't beat it. If you were going to go to a party and introduce someone into something along the lines of an IPA, this would be a great introduction IPA for them. I mean, they'll get the bitterness straight up front, but I think they'd enjoy the mildness of it. I mean, it's not like my homebrew where, man, it's like eating a meal when you're drinking my beers. You know what I mean? You know, it's when you have an IPA from me, you have an IPA from me. If you,
I think that's what they're going for. It's
you
more
get
like
malts, man. You get good balance, and it's in your face.
I think that's
7% is. I'm usually smacking 7% when I'm brewing. So
there you go, man. Usually, like, I think that's what Kona's kind of going for, is to kind of like appeal to like the light beer drinker.
Yeah,
we want
let's
them
go
to
work
open
out
up
on the beach.
and open up and try something a little bit different, where it's still not as filling and full bodied or like medium bodied like you would get like with like an IPA, and it doesn't necessarily have like that bitterness. I like their golden ale, the one that Drunken One had. That one's pretty good.
Their Dayport lager's pretty good. They have another one too. I was making for they had a clone recipe out there. My daughter loves it. I have to dig it up and see if I can make it, but I'll put a little extra punch in it, you know, because their beers are pretty light. So
they actually have a porter that's made with the Kona coffee. That's like big down there. The Kona coffee.
Yeah, Kona coffee.
That porter's actually pretty good. It's not bad.
Kona porter, yeah,
good stuff.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
It's the thing I heard about it. I think I've seen it or heard about it from somebody on here.
I was talking about it last time with Drunken One when he had the golden ale.
It's a pipeline porter.
Oh, pipeline. Sorry, pipeline porter. Yeah.
And then they have seltzers too. They started seltzers. They got like an island seltzer, starfruit, lime, strawberry, guava, passion fruit, orange guava, fire rock. Well, now we're getting back into the other beers, but they have a slew of beers.
A lot of whiskey in this when it warms.
Ooh,
I forgot what the
question was. Cream ale.
Did Alex answer that question yet?
I think Alex and Miscellaneous still got to go. So the question was, the beer you brought today, did it meet your expectations? I think Flacco went, but he didn't really. Flacco, do you have anything else you want to say about your beer?
Yeah, it met my expectations. Sure. When I buy
sweet baby Jesus.
That's sweet baby Jesus. When I buy a beer, as long as it scores better than a 7, it was worth me picking it up and spending my money on it. Especially if I'm gonna spend above $10 on a 6-pack, it better be worth my money. You know what I mean? This was $14.99. So, but I mean, it was good. Only thing I wish is it had a little bit more alcohol taste to it. But for all the taste that it did have, I'd pick it up again. And spicy.
Drink three more of those.
Yeah, right.
Those are dangerous. They're so you don't get the booze at all. It's like light and crisp and zingy, carbonate on it. Oh, dude. Yeah, I used to get drunk on those.
They said hi.
Hi, Penny.
Big Jesus, stop it, buddy.
She's in control, man.
I don't think my beer met my expectations. I mean, I don't know. It's one that I
blew them out of the water.
Finally had, and finally got one of their IPAs in date. And I don't know.
Hey, Boogie.
It's just kind of lackluster, you know. I would have run. like there's macro stuff that's better than that. Like Voodoo Ranger makes a better IPA, a slightly better ABV. I mean, like what was 1985 is a good one. Like I can Terrapin, they're their luau crunkles. Like if you're going for like a tropical kind of IPA, I just think it's ho hum.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You know, and I drink a lot, and I just don't. I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's drinkable. My wife liked it. I think maybe if, like I said, you're walking in and trying to get into some different kind of IPAs, this might be something you'd give somebody, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's not bad. It's not too bitter. It's not too. I don't know. It's all right." So, we're not scoring now, are we?
Not yet.
I
sure, but
I did.
Definitely better beers out there that are cheaper than this within the ABV range and style for less money. That's my thoughts on it.
Uh-oh, someone said it once. Dio.
wow. I think Alex is left.
What, Womack?
Oh, now it said twice.
So Alex,
Click
is
your
beer
heels
meeting
3
your
times. Say there's no
expectations?
place like home.
Well, I liked it because it was very tasty. It tasted like barrel aged, but it wasn't. But it's a good beer. Again, it just had that feel. Doesn't mean it is. And obviously it's not because Andrews looked it up for me, so we solved that case. But it's a good beer, and I'd get it again just to drink it.
Hope you would drink if you bought it again.
Yeah, it's a very tasty beer. I guess I'll give the next. You want me to get my rating now or no?
What I want everybody to do now is go ahead when I bring you up. You can get a little bit more into your beer, in depth into your beer.
Wow.
Try not to go on for like a half an hour explaining your beer, but give us some flavor notes, aromas, stuff like that we may not have heard throughout. If you want to, if you've already felt like you've done that and got it in, but then we'll just give our rating, however you feel fit. If you would like to give a rating to your beer. So first up is Alex.
Well, I hate to tell you, beer is gone. But I will tell you this. I think the beer was very flavorful. It was very tasty. A little bit of chocolate. Like I said, I don't know why it tastes like barrel aged, but it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was the candy. It might have been that candy flavor. Again, delicious beer. If you can get
candy barrel.
No, I wish that. Well, that'd be interesting. If you can get Heavy Seas, and I'm pretty sure you can. Heavy Seas dessert stout. Please try to do that. Good beer. 8%. Keep me warm and toasty right now.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
And I've only drank one beer today, which is right now. So yeah, good beer. You want me to give the
Time to
rating?
hustle up, Alex.
Number 8.
I'm going to give the rating as a 90. A very good beer. Please get it. It's not as better. It's not the best like CBS and all that, but it's still good enough to drink and enjoy.
Yes.
So,
All right.
Sure.
all right.
Thank you, Alex.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Oh,
Can't hear
shit.
I was typing my notes, dude. I was gonna read off my notes. It's in my head though. Just in case I forgot.
Free for all.
So I didn't mention that there is some ruby garnet kind of thing going on in the color. The as it's warming up, the whiskey really comes through the bourbon, let's say, because there is other forms of whiskey with malted barley. But this is definitely got that kick of bourbon that just like you might have noticed me going. Nah, it's just like it really gets you in the shitter in the throat. But it does give a nice leather, like a fresh leather, varnishy kind of feel to it in the flavors. There's a fresh green tobacco, spicy leaf like thing going on. and the caramels and the toffee and the fruits come through. That raisin's kind of a dominant thing here. It's lifting my brain a bit. I'm kind of like, woo, I'm up there, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good though, you know, 11.8, man, 11.8%, nice full medium body, let's say. I want to score this. It's everything I expected, like I said. So mostly, I'm gonna go 9.7 on this out of a 9. Doing my hop thing, 97 out of 100, for sure.
Nice.
Shit.
Nice.
Good
I
shit.
think it's worth it. It's something that if you can try it, get it. You know. So
Damn.
yeah, it really is something. So good job, BuMpY.
BuMpY.
Thanks, beer man.
You're welcome. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, dude, they're doing barrel aged shit, man.
Yep, they sure are. Sure.
So I don't think I have anything else to elaborate on. I pretty much, put that out on the rug. 80 out of 100 for Kona Brewing Company, Hanalei Island IPA. 4%er. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice, man.
There
Cheers, man.
Cheers. All right. So, oak conditioned Hellas Lager, free to roam, from these fine folks at Treehouse. Again, kind of wish it was a little bit drier and maybe even more crisp in the refreshment department. It actually did have a really nice, soft, a pillowy kind of a mouthfeel, so that was really nice about the beer. It just I do like that oak aspect to it, and I like the noble hop usage in there. It was very well done. The malts are really good tasting, and they have that great malt taste. But I just kind of wish it was a little bit drier than on the sweet side. So I would buy this beer again. It's at a really good price point, so I can't complain. So I would give it at least an 87 out of 100. Very nice beer, and it's definitely thinking outside the box to oak condition your Hellas Lager. 5%, 87 out of 100.
Nice.
That's the label. I like the label.
Not bad. Yes.
Nice.
Boom.
Thank you.
Almost oaky looking, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
On to the next contestant.
All right. Thank you.
Free for all.
Yeah,
There you go.
There you go. He's stripped on TV or on TV. He's stripped live and no one even
Still
saw
have
it.
a tag on you.
got a sticker.
You could be on TV if you're watching.
Yeah.
Better take that off.
Somebody barcode scan him.
See how much he costs.
See how much he costs.
I think that's the tracking label. They'll be able to track me. I don't want that.
All right.
So for Phantom Fist. Pow! I need like karate sounds. All right. So the Phantom Fist proclamation, without going too in depth, the fruits work very well together. The only thing that I was a little bit hesitant about was the juniper berries, because that is what they use in gin, which is usually like a little bit more floral, drier, but it works very well in this brew. All the fruits that they use work very well to create that sour note. The sourness of the beer isn't like a strong puckering, like a very, very sour. I don't know if you guys ever had the Founder's Green Zebra. I think that was probably like the most sour beer that I've had. It's nothing like that. The only thing I was a little disappointed with was the vanilla and the lactose. But like I said, it adds that creaminess, it adds the mouthfeel, the body. I think I gave it I said 96 out of 100. I really do like this beer. Are we still doing shout outs? I don't think I heard anybody doing shout outs. We're going to do that after? Or?
Yeah.
After?
After.
Okay. Right. But yeah, 96 out of 100. I really do like this. I'm pretty excited that this is probably like a 10-15 minute drive from my house if I actually want to go to the brewery, hang out, have some stuff on tap.
They have video games there too, you know.
I think so. Yeah, they do. They have the little arcade. Yeah, they have the arcade games. Thomas, come down, hang out with me. We'll go to Proclamation. Check out some of their beers.
Right there.
Without going too in depth, everything that they use in this beer works very well together. It's very well balanced, I will say. Really impressed. I do enjoy this. Their prices are a little bit higher, but when you so a lot of people that consider pricing, and they look at a beer and they're like, oh, this was like $16.50 for a 4-pack, which some may say would be expensive. But the amount of time and the amount of ingredients that they use in this beer, I think it's totally worth it. Don't be thrown off by the juniper berries. It works very well together. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this. And I'll wait for the shout outs to talk about, reviews and stuff. Cheers, guys.
Cheers to
You had me at barrel.
Racing on that glass.
yes, you had me at barrel proof.
Cheers.
This is an awesome shirt, Thrash. I really do like it.
I'm glad you like. I wanted to get a black shirt for you, but they didn't have the wording and everything the
That's
opposite
fine.
color. It's like,
That's fine. I'll just make sure I don't use any of my Stubbs barbecue sauce when I eat it.
Good eye.
you got to
I'll make
wear
sure-
a bib.
Night when I have this.
Wear a bib.
Yeah, or a bib. There you go.
Yeah, get your bib.
There you go. Alex the Beer Master YouTube bib.
Oh, he's putting a brand
So
on it.
Rocco's flowing locks.
So for mine,
Gotta cornroll that, dude.
it did meet my expectations. I would definitely get it again. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I wouldn't score it a perfect 100. But as far as sours go, it's fucking stupid up there. I would probably give it a 90 out of 100. Would I buy it again? Yes, I'd buy it again if I was in the mood for a sour. Like I said, it's up there. It's top notch when it comes to that. But do still wish it had a little bit more of the alcohol taste. It's just real sour, real tart. So that completely masks any kind of alcohol. But do you get a buzz? Yes. Is it worth you paying $14.99 6-pack? Yes. I'd get it all day, man. I'd get it all day again if I'm in the mood for a sour, and you can drink more than one. That's all I got.
Man, that's awesome.
Nice.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Flogger.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Did you know these?
All right, yeah, so I'm finished up. I've had 2 of these while I've been sitting here. The Life in the Clouds, New England IPA 6.1. There we go. It's a tropical, slight dank bitterness hitting on there. A little bit piney, floral. It was good. I mean, I don't think it's an A beer. This is actually one of the not so great beers I've had from this company. I definitely think there's more grocery store beers running similar ABVs, like New Belt, like Voodoo Ranger, Terrapin. There's companies out there making similar beers like this that I think are better and cheaper. So I'm just going to put this at probably like an 86. It's not bad, and I didn't pick that number. I just thought of it that I picked 86. Don't throw it out. It's not bad. This might be for you. I definitely think at 6.1, it drinks pretty light, more like a session IPA. But if you usually drink, I don't know, we drink these 7.5 IPA, these things that aren't Imperial 7% IPAs, and then we drink doubles. So this is kind of like, I feel like this is almost like a session style to that, the 6%.
Yeah, 6% still good.
Yeah, I've had that one. I had it. It was
I think this is
out of date for what I think, but
yeah, this is 3 months old out of its 6 month shelf life. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. I'd like to try it maybe, like I said, a couple weeks out, 2 weeks out, a month out. Probably have different experience, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. Mine was like 5 months old when I had it for the
Nothing impressive. It didn't.
Yeah,
blow
it wasn't a wowing IPA at all, New England IPA, but it wasn't the worst either. So, yeah. Sweet. Thanks, Miscellaneous.
Yeah, man.
Josh has a triple IPA.
Good for him.
Fruited triple IPA.
It's gonna be his last beer before I get up there.
This does look like a Josh
Done.
based off the label art and the size of the bottle. The aromas out of this, it does have that like kind of fudgy chocolate nose. There is a bit of that kind of bourbon-esque oakiness as well. There's a hint of dark fruits, but I can't pick out what it would be. It just kind of smells like darker fruits. That's about it on the nose. There's really no like coffee notes or anything like that. So an inviting stout for me on the. Can I drink it and taste? Kind of a thinner medium body, lower carbonation, a bit of an oak, a little bit of like an apple vinegar kind of coming through slightly, chocolate notes, not too bitter on the finish, but there is that kind of balancing bitterness. This one doesn't come off super sweet, probably because of the vinegar notes up front. And yeah, there's some vanillas and stuff like that mixed in with it. There was a bit of, in the beginning when I first started drinking this, there was some caramel type notes. They did mention caramel in the flavors. As far as marshmallow, I mean, marshmallow is not really a flavor per se. It's just a big bunch of sugar. They typically would put the aroma of like vanilla into marshmallow. That's the smell it normally would smell. Like you can smell a marshmallow as a vanilla. And the one thing that this beer does do to me is it gives me bad acid reflux. I don't like that. 12% ABV. I wouldn't say there's an alcoholic flavor to it, but it does burn me because of the acid reflux that's happening from it. So I'm very warm in the chest.
Ooh. Tickles the throat.
Yeah. I think they did a fairly decent job hiding the ABV in this at 12%. But yeah, some of the flavors I don't like out of it are that kind of apple vinegar. I think that the kind of darker fruit notes that were starting to come up, I think could have, if it was more something I could pick out and say it was fig or it was, but it's just like, yeah, it tastes like a darker fruit. That's about as far as I can go. It could be a dark berry. The body on it's just a bit too thin for my liking. I would like a fuller mouthfeel for this one. So I am at a 91 out of 100 for this Imperial Pastry Stout. It's not horrible. If it had coffee notes in it, I probably wouldn't have liked it. Probably at all, but yeah, at least they kept the coffee out of it. So we go back to this, and then we just say we'll go around, just shout out your channels. Miscellaneous isn't here, so we might as well free for all. Anybody goes, and just remember if you haven't gone yet, and then you can go. So talk and go.
Well, I'm gonna. I will. My shout outs will be Food Friday, and we're doing Fig Newtons and any beer you want.
Whoa.
We're shuffling the board, man.
Get another one of these.
I mess with Fig Newtons.
There you go. BuMpY is going to be at least he doesn't have to worry about having a big meal. He just do whatever he needs to do with that because it's a snack.
Yeah, we won't be eating Fig Newtons for dinner. That's
Right. So maybe the following Friday we'll make sure we have the big dinners.
It can't be Apple Newtons.
BuMpY shows up to the table. I got the figs, babe. I got the figs.
He probably allowed that one.
So what time's your show, Alex?
8:00 Eastern Standard Time.
And what channel's it on?
Alex the Beer Master.
CNN.
And when's Food Friday?
Food Fridays every Friday.
Not on Thursday.
Checking to see if I'm all right. I appreciate it, Bumpy.
All right. Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Good to see you, man.
We got the on this channel, Thomas Metal 75 channel YouTube. We have the Wild Card Wednesdays where the only admittance fee is a beverage, a wine, a beer, a spirit, and really any adult beverage. Let's have some fun. Let's not be a douche. Let's be rational human beings. Laugh and have some fun. Don't step over people's toes while they're trying to review a beer and ask questions every 5 seconds. But we'll be good. It'll be fun. That's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll get some fake Newtons. I haven't had fake Newtons in forever.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I like Fig Newtons, man.
Never.
They're not.
Like
It's a matter of go.
to everybody on
They
this.
help you poop.
Cheers, people.
Oh. Well, then they're healthy.
You know, those are Prune Newtons.
Prune Newtons.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Cheers.
You got it.
Anybody can go.
All right, man. I'll post every beer reviews every now and then, man. I haven't been that active in a while, but I am trying to get up on here a little bit more now. Been trying to do some more shows with you guys, so hopefully I continue to do this, keep it up, and post some more beer reviews coming up on the channel. We should do an in-depth review of this one, and also one that I already cracked open behind the scenes, and that's the Agent 77 IPA.
Gosh.
I sipped that one. I'm already getting down with it, but yeah, Flacco's Beer Review. Y'all check me out, and we're gonna do some reviews on there. It's vlogs. Yes, ma'am. It's vlogs with these guys, and then and that's what you see, what you get. This is my house. This is what.
Oh,
it is.
Lord.
Family and beer. It's all I got over here.
All right. Cheers, Flacco. Thank you for joining us tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Hey, man. I'll go. Shit. Beer and cheese tomorrow, Tuesday. Tomorrow is a West Coast IPA and cheese of choice, 8:00 Eastern. I'll be there. I'll try and get it. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll do it. Wednesday will be another barley wine of choice, English for you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? English American barley wine at 3:00 my time, 6:00 your time, over there in the east. Yeah, nothing else for me really. Brewery news, just kind of getting there. Got the cooler done, so
Looking
happy
forward to
with
having
that.
some beer.
I am happy with that.
I'm looking forward to having some Beer Man beer soon.
Yeah, dude, I'm so over this shit. I want to start brewing already. But cheers to you guys, man. Thanks, Bumpy.
Cheers, beer, man. You're 10 degrees cooler.
Oh, I forgot
I'm
to
10
say.
degrees
Oh,
cooler, even
I
though it's
forgot
hot
to-
as fart in here.
I forgot to say.
Our heater's on high.
Check that Legendary Beer Man's merch store. You get some merch on the Beer Man.
Yeah, I left it up.
Yeah,
That's right.
and also you'll get the Alex the Beermaster merch too. So you get the best of both worlds for the moment.
For the moment, yes.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Mr.
Appreciate
Beerman,
you.
I think ordered a shirt. I think. I don't know when that's coming in.
That's
Not what's
right.
going on my
I
channel.
have mine.
That dude is damn right.
I
No,
got
but
it.
you said you ordered a beer shirt from.
Yeah, I got it. I'll be there Friday to show it off.
All right.
Instead of beer reviews, I've been
Cheers,
doing
Biggie.
more or less horse reviews. So
That's funny, dude. Thrashness. Do you see that comment where he said "Cheers, big ears"?
cheers, big ears. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Shit.
What does
Yeah,
that mean?
yeah.
What does that
There's
mean in
drunk
Russian?
one. Drunk
It's usually,
one's still gonna
green-
be there.
Yeah, GB usually does that one, Green Bastard style. Anyway, not too much going on. I'm hoping to do more videos. It's just with the holiday season, everything that's going on. You know how it is. Just been busy and everything. So, yeah, should be happening here. Hopefully, we get a barbecue video here soon too, because it's starting to warm up a little bit. You guys are getting all of our weather that we had, so except Fear Man, of course.
Yeah.
They've been getting rain and snow. So,
I pass it to you, and then you pass it to them.
yeah, we just pass it along. It's like bad gas.
It's like
you know?
coronavirus.
Corona.
Damn it! Why did I
Couldn't
say
make it
that?
through a whole show. Huh?
I think I'm allowed to
Not
watch
just God damn. We were almost there too, boys.
I
Yeah,
know.
now I'm going to
dude.
have a COVID-19
Why did
thing
that
at the bottom of my.
How many boosters did you have?
Everything
5,
that was said
6,
in that
7.
show is fake. Get the
Yeah.
real news here. People
Shouldn't
you
have
don't
said
trust.
anything, man.
So for me, I'm last, right? Yeah. So everybody else is going.
Nope, miscellaneous hasn't gone yet.
Oh, miscellaneous, you go before me. You're up there.
All right. Yeah, as for me, I don't know. Probably going to be another Thursday night beer session.
I'll be in the
I was
comments.
thinking about doing a head-to-head, and I can't remember what it was I was going to do a head-to-head of, but you never know. It could just be another 4-product show. I don't think I'm going to do another all Imperial everything again, because that was a good show. Lots of good beers in there. You guys, anybody reconciled and ready for another power hour?
Tonight? No.
Not tonight, no.
Oh, yeah, maybe
In a future
That's
Thursday,
it.
not tonight. No.
Not after this.
I'd like to do that again, man. I'd like to do that again. It was a fun
Yeah,
time.
that was
We had a bunch
fun,
of
man.
people
We had
on
a good
there.
time. That was a
Yeah, it
blast.
was pretty good. So we might have one of those coming up in the future, but I think it's probably going to just be I'll review some more products that I've got. So yeah, Thursday night, 8:00 Eastern on my channel, and then you can always check out my Instagram if you want to see pictures of stuff that I drink that I don't always show to everybody. I drink a lot of beer. So cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Shout outs to John and Ellie for Stout Sunday. It's not going to be on his channel. I believe next week is what he said, but shouts out to him. It's going to no longer be Georgia Beer Reviews. It's going to be
Massachusetts
Somewhere in the
beer
world.
reviews.
Carmen's on the audio.
No, I think it'll still stay Georgia
So,
beer reviews.
You'll
I
be
mean,
yeah.
Chelmsford,
Cheers to him.
Chelmsford cheddar. All right.
it'll stay Georgia beer reviews.
So
It can't say.
want to
Don't want to
say,
be in Georgia
See
beer
the
reviews.
copyrights to it real quick, you know.
I'll say in every video, shout out to the whole panel. Shout out to BuMpY and inviting me into the community, hanging out with all you guys. It's been awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'll be on New Beer Monday with BuMpY next week. I'm gonna try to be here every week. Beer Man, I'll be there. Beer and Tuesdays.
Favorite choice?
So I do hang out. I don't hang out with my girlfriend Monday and Tuesdays. But all the other days of the week, I usually hang out with my girlfriend. So I'll be in the chat. So sometimes we watch Netflix and Hulu and stuff, but sometimes she's like, "Oh, just go hang out with your friends." You know, that's fine. You know, it's only an hour or two. So
Get out of my hair.
drop into Wild Card Wednesday. Yeah. Drop.
You gotta come on through Friday.
Yeah, I would like to. I would definitely like to join all you guys. Flacco, I just subbed to your channel, so cheers to you,
Man,
man.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Beer Man, tomorrow I'll be there. Beer and cheese. I'll have a West
nice.
Coast IPA. I might
be there
bring
too.
the
I got to go buy one. I drank mine.
Crash. I hope
Do that
I'm
so
on the
much,
first beginning of the
dude.
week. It's all gone now.
I hope to see that shirt in some videos. I think that would be pretty cool, man. See
Oh,
that
yeah.
some videos. Wildcard Wednesday. I made it one time. Maybe I'll try to make it tomorrow and see what's going on. If not, I'll definitely be in the chat. I'll be commenting, talking to you guys. Miscellaneous Thursday. I'll be there to chat, talk to you, man. Hang out. Shout out to Ron Terrio for teaching me a lot of the stuff that I know about beer. So always shout out to him, John and Ellie. He's a really cool guy as well. Leprechaun TV. Drunken One, he's awesome too. I've had a couple of off airs with him, hang out, shoot the shit, you know. Yeah, for me, I just do reviews and stuff. Been trying to come out with my own concept without stepping over any toes. Trying to come out with my own concept, a good time to go live. Yeah, I'm open to pretty much everything. In honor of Thrash, I'm gonna try to get this review out. A nice Larceny Arrow Proof.
There you
know,
go.
you had me I'm gonna do that review soon. I got a lot of different whiskey reviews and other liquors and stuff.
Nice.
Just like to say, you know, I'm sure everybody else in the beer community, we review beers because it's not only a hobby, but we want you to go out and we want you to buy stuff that you want. And like I said before, my brother's like, oh, I can't take your opinion for anything. You like too many things. Well, what I do with my reviews is I say, like, if you like this, then you might like this. If you don't like this, then stay away. And that's pretty much just how I run my channel. I don't make any money off of it. It's all out of my own pocket. I like to have people support me one day, but for now, that's pretty much my mindset. I do it because it's a hobby and I want to help people, and I like the beer community. Very opening. All these guys are awesome. Cheers to all you. Thanks for having me, BuMpY. So, cheers, everyone.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, I'll cheers to
Buy
that.
the beer I drink, please. But thank you, Tanner.
You're in charge. That's all that counts.
Yeah, so my shout outs, I got my 50-point inspection videos. I put them out Wednesdays and Fridays. They're beer reviews that I put it to a 50-point score, 0 to 50, based off the appearance, aromatics, the flavors, the body of the beer, and also my overall impression of the beer. So, yeah, look for those Wednesdays and Fridays. And on Mondays, my one live stream show, which is this show, New Brew. This is what the show is.
Cheers to New Brew.
If you watched it, if you've seen it, this is what the show is. It's on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time, whatever time of year it is. It's 8 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I think that's pretty much it. Check out everybody here. Check out the shows. I'm on a lot of different shows throughout the week that folks are putting on. So, yeah.
One more thing to say.
Collect them all.
One more thing to say, BuMpY. So I just like to say, everybody in the panel, beer community, the group chat, and all. If you guys want to get a beer and you want to do a live stream review together, we can pick up that beer. We can find a time. So usually I work in the morning and I get out around like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So between that and like 6 or 7, I'm always open. If anybody wants to grab the same beer, we'll do a live stream together. It can be on your channel, it can be on my channel. We can do a little
What day?
comparison together.
What day?
No, I said any day. That's
Any day that you decide to do it.
Yeah, just message me if you got me on Facebook or the group chat. If you just want to say, hey, let's hey Tanner, you want to grab this beer? We'll review it together, and I'm totally up for that. I think that would be really cool. That's actually something that I've been thinking of. That's one of the live streams that I've been thinking of. But like I said, it doesn't have to be on my channel. You can do it on your channel too. Whatever you guys want to do. I think
we want to support your channel as well. So we're going to support each other's channel.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Thanks, Alex.
You said that.
This way we can do your channel and my channel and whoever else.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fucking right.
EST.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's the show for tonight. So I want to thank the chat for showing up, the chatters. Thank you for
Cheers to the chatters.
keeping each other occupied while anything else is going on.
Pretty lit.
Yeah.
Slancha.
You guys in the chat too, you're always welcome. Let me know in the chat if you have a new beer that you haven't had yet and you want to actually show it on the show. If there's room for you, I can drop the link into the chat and we can bring you up. Let you join up on the panel and be a panel member, just like this awesome panel I had tonight. I want to appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here, showing up, and making the show happen. So I think that's it.
Yeah, and I was one of those people.
Thank you, BuMpY.
I was one of those people, just dropped in, started talking in the chat, and then I joined you guys, and I love the beer community, and I started hanging out with you guys. So.
Then you became a family member.
Yeah.
We're like the mafia, we'll welcome you. We might ask you to do a little dirty work here and there, but like this. Alex,
Yes.
take us out.
All right. This is what I love to do anyway. This is what I do every Monday. This is Alex, the Beer Master. And we will see you all on the next live stream, next video. So Alex, Beer Master, signing out.